Hello and welcome to my channel. I have this wood / card kit from Scale Model Scenery, and this is of a barn or a store at 1/76 scale, and it comes with two different build options. Just a matter of getting rid of the wrapper and seeing what's inside. So we have 4 different punched out sheets as well as a few sheets of paper. Starting off with the cover, explaining a little bit about the model, and then the next sheet gives you a list of materials you need to complete this kit, and that's followed up by step-by-step colour instructions. Lastly, we have a choice of 2 wrappings, one in brick and one in stone. And when it comes to the cutout, each sheet is of a different thickness, plus we have an extra optional wall depending on what design choice you want to use. So first things first, get all the wall pieces pushed out. Don't force anything. If need be, use a knife to slice the tab. For my setup, I've decided to have a plain back wall and the large door at the front, so I'm discarding the smaller door. Since my wood glue is dried up, I'm using PVA to join these pieces together. They're practically the same glue, but PVA just takes a little bit longer to dry and isn't quite as strong, but something of this scale, it doesn't matter. So get all 4 sides glued into place, and by doing this helps keep it in formation, and while that's setting, I've chosen to go with a stone finish, so I'll cut them out. So I'll start off with the end pieces, and as you can see, there's some pretty awkward shapes to cut out. And once that's done, I apply PVA glue all over the back of it, and this needs spreading thin with either an old brush or cotton bud. This will remove the lumps and keep everything nice and smooth. The prints are an exact fit and will fold round over the edges. The gaps in the print will also need lining up against the wood, and this is for later. Where the door is at the front is a wrap around. You will never see the inside of this, so it doesn't matter if it's a bit sloppy, but we can see through the door and the back wall. Luckily, we've got enough wraparound material to cover the inside as well. We only need enough for the back and side walls, so that's what I cut out. Next, I push out all the roof supports. These are very thin and easy to break, so I use the back edge of a hobby knife. Then it's just a matter of lining them up on top of the barn and gluing them into place. The more accurate this is, the easier the next step is, because we've got 3 very fragile support beams put into place, one across the centre of the roof and one at either side. Don't worry, they're not perfectly aligned, as they will be covered up during the next step, although we have the option to go derelict if we want to. The roof slates come in this paper sheet. They need removing in strips and then cutting down to size. You can get 2 full lengths per strip. You can also go along and make some micro adjustments. This will help to make them look old and slightly out of alignment. And then starting at the guttering, we slowly make our way back, covering part of the previous set of tiles. Plus we also need to offset every other row. Eventually, both halves will join at the top, where you'll end up with a bit of a gap. And to resolve this, you fold over the centrepiece and glue it in place. Now moving on to the barn door. It's best to apply some colour prior to assembly, and for this I'm using a sample bottle of wood stain, which is a perfect size for model kits. And once it's dried, I can cut out the pieces. We have a couple of different options available. We can make it so this door slides open and shut, or you can do what I'm doing, just glue everything down, which means you don't need to use all the parts and the model's a bit more secure. There's no further mention of the roof in the instructions, but it's clear that it needs a lick of paint. I've gone for grey, which is the colour of slate. It's not until I apply the black wash that the colour is accurate, and if you need to dial it back a little bit, use a paper towel. Don't forget to apply some paint under the overlap too. Next, I dab on some white paint to highlight all the edges of the tiles. The older the tiles, the more things start growing on them, so all over it I dab on some random patches of yellow and green. And now the roof looks like it hasn't been maintained in a few years. So that's the 1/76 scale barn completed from Scale Model Scenery. This is kit number KX057-00. It's a good little kit, pretty well thought out, and it was a relief not to hand paint on all those bricks. Thank you for watching. Don't forget, if I can do it, so can you.